Said so. Just get it to me today, man. I don't know what's going on.
So we not live?
It says that we are, but it doesn't. It's not popping up on here. It says that we are. It's supposed to pop up right there. It's supposed to be right there. Is Mason blocking this out? Why does it say that it's live, but it's not popping up? Well, let's just record it. Like it. It's supposed to be here.
Yeah, and we're back with another episode of the Fantasy Twins. Did your team do good? Did your team do bad? Was they good or was they ass?
Let us know.
We're gonna get into it. Make a break week. Cause we got teams on a bye week. Yeah, we gonna get into it, y'all, man.
What's going on, man? We back from the bye week. Fantasy Twins back live. Coming at you live. So, NFL Week 6. We got a lot to talk about Week 5. Because it was a movie starting with
Thursday
night.
Fireworks. 500 yards. Missed
500 yards. Primetime. Is this a new primetime Kirk Cousins?
Second, he led the week with the second most fantasy points, coming in at 34.4 points. Kirk Cousins.
Okay.
One of 3 Falcons to be in the top 10 top scorers. So it's from that game, the upside in Atlanta looked good. Like Darnell Mooney with a 30 piece.
Yeah, Mooney, man.
Drake London with a 30 piece. Like, yeah, man, he threw the ball about like 55 times, man. I know we're not going to see that every week, but
that's a lot of volume.
That's just a good upside for. I mean, this was by far the most engaged they had Kyle Pitts in, because Kyle Pitts
got his most receiving yards.
Most receiving yards, man. Like, yeah, man.
Man, but Week 5, man. Let's get into how the week went. Where is the week going? I know a lot of people got guys going on buys, taking the week off, and you got to hit those waiver wires, because there's always somebody available. It's always somebody available that you can find to help fill in that number 1 slot.
Always, you got to find the stud of the week that's gonna win. That's gonna make a big difference. It could be a kicker. It could be a running back.
It could be a defense.
It could be a defense, or it could be a new tight end. You never know.
You never know.
It's week to week. So, yeah.
So, my week, man, starting off on Thursday, when I saw Darnell Mooney put up that 30 piece, I was like, man, I knew CeeDee Lamb was gonna be able to replicate that. I was wrong. The Cowboys ended up in a fist fight on Sunday Night Football. CeeDee Lamb only gave me about 11, and it was just enough. It was just enough.
That was doable. It was doable.
So I went up against Darnell Mooney and Justin Jefferson, Cortland Sutton,
Wow.
Kincaid, Carl Williams, and Lamar Jackson.
It's never good when you go up against Lamar, man.
So I had 2 guys left to finish the week off for me on Monday. Now Monday night game, the Saints and the Chiefs, and boy was out another game. So I had Kareem Hunt really come through for me with 100 yards and a touchdown. I ended up matching this guy's touchdowns 7-6, and that's a lot of touchdowns. You said that's a lot of touchdowns?
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, if I can't match this dude's touchdowns, then it's ugly. I had Freiermuth come through on the Steelers with a touchdown. I had Shaheed come through with a touchdown. Kareem Hunt, the Green Bay's defense turned up for me. And then Aubrey, you feel me? The little 9 points, was able to match Jake Moody. And the Bengals got shredded up against Lamar Jackson. So that really saved me. And then I left Zay Flowers on the bench this week because last week he gave me 2 points. So I was like, oh man, Zay, I don't know if I want to put you in this divisional game because you know how the divisional games be.
Yeah, man, divisional games. I mean, he came through with a 111, 111 yards. So it's just like well needed. Zay Flowers, that's good. I mean, everybody was eating in that game for both teams. A total of 9 touchdowns. 9 touchdowns in that game. By far the most for the whole week in the game. 9 touchdowns. So it's just you got two of the league's best going tick for tack. So you throw a touchdown, I throw a touchdown too. It's just that's why it went into overtime. And yeah,
man, you know. So last week I took a bye week, man. I missed out on a lot of games, but the one game that I did tune into was the Browns and the Commanders. And we already touched up on this, but we gotta let the people know what's going on, man. So Deshaun Watson, you know, I had him, and I know you've been talking crazy, but I mean, it's time to jump ship, man. It's time to jump ship, man. I mean, I can still have Jerry Jeudy.
you massage the talent out that boy.
Man, D-Watt is just like, man, he's taking too many sacks. He's, you know, it's not looking good, man.
Ooh, right. First off, I don't know how many people actually have Deshaun Watson. I would say that's kind of a desperate start. Because it's actually Joe Flacco's playing better than him. Yeah. Daniel Jones had a better week than him. Baker Mayfield had a better week than everybody had a better week than him. We could go down the list. We seen Jared Goff and Kirk Cousins and Joe Burrow by far, from a quarterback standpoint, had the best weeks for fantasy. Like,
yeah.
So it's just like one dude was 18 for 18 on completions. You don't get no better than that.
No better than that.
So,
seriously.
And the other dude threw for 500 yards, and Joe Burrow had 5 touchdowns on it. So it's just like, yeah, like, so if you do have Deshaun Watson, yeah,
you gotta jump ship, man.
Flush that down the toilet, man. Like, please.
I mean, you stash him, or you know, go get someone that's available.
Don't stash him. No.
Yeah, I think it completely just dropped him. He got dropped.
So who put up the most points on your team?
Man, Joe Flacco, man, he came through for me, man. I saw him on the wire last minute, and I was just like, you know what? Let me go ahead and not start Derek Carr. Let me go ahead and not have Watson on the lineup. And Flacco came through for me with 3 tubs, man. 3 tubs. And the crazy thing on ESPN, man, they let you taunt people, man. This dude was taunting me all week, starting on Thursday, and I'm just like, all right, man. It would be crazy if I put together a crazy lineup and come back and win because I was down by 30 from Mooney.
Damn. Yeah. I mean, who put up the most?
So the final score turned out to be 119 to 122. And Shaheed, man. I still have Shaheed. No. Yeah, I have Shaheed. Yeah, I have Shaheed in this lineup as well as my NFL league too. But Shaheed came through with 86 yards and a touchdown, and that really put me over the top. I knew I needed at least like 15 from the guys combined, Shaheed and Kareem Hunt. And Kareem Hunt was another great addition to the lineup. Like
He's
2 weeks
back.
ago.
He back, man.
As soon as
He back.
Pacheco went down, I was like, okay,
Yeah, man.
Kareem Hunt, it's your time, it's your moment again. It's your phone call. Joe Flacco, it's your phone call. And them boys came through for me to move me to 3-2 over here in a competitive 14-man league.
Yeah, man.
So how about how your ESPN leagues going, man?
Man, so I'm in 2 ESPN leagues. I'm 3-2 over here. You know, Kyler Murray won me the week. He so I put up 126, and then I put up 110.
Okay.
Yeah, and then the NFL league, I ain't gonna lie, I'm down bad in that one. But the person that came through for me, like he always come through for me, cause I could count on him. Y'all see him point to the 40. At the 40, he pointed to the end zone. 1 by 1 point. You know, Kyler Murray, hey look, Kyler Murray, he gonna, if he can't beat you with his arms, he gonna beat you with his legs. So it's just like,
man.
It's always the luxury of having him. Cause I was going up against who was I going up? Oh, I was going up against Josh Allen. Thank God, Josh Allen, man, he just stunk it up. Nine completions, and he attempted threw the ball 30 times. So I already know if y'all had anybody on the Bills offense passing wise, it was just not too good, man. You know, not too good. They fought back, but it's just, yeah, Josh Allen need him a star receiver now, man.
Yeah.
Devontae.
Rumors, man. Rumors going around, right?
He need him a star receiver, man. But yeah, like, so Kyler Murray, where is that? Kyler Murray came through with 24.
Mm-hmm.
And then
That's a lot.
Derrick Henry, man, I was nervous at first because they was containing the run.
Yeah.
Derrick Henry came through that last in overtime, and that pushed him. He got me 16 points. So like he got me 16 points because Jordan Mason had me 8 points. So I actually needed that 16 points badly from my other running back, and then Chuba, he came through with 17 points in the flex. Like so.
Shout out Jay Smells.
Yeah,
Jay Smells, appreciate the sub.
Yeah, man. But yeah, that won me the week. Kyler Murray, Derrick Henry, and Travis Kelce and Chuba. Travis Kelce actually.
I told you, man, you've been panicking on Travis. I mean,
he's still looking for a touchdown.
Okay, yeah, we got the chat on right now. Yeah. All right, Jay Smells, what's going on, brother? Should I trade Metcalf for James Conner or Mooney?
I mean, I have DK. I mean, this was his least productive. His last 2 previous weeks, he put up 105 each game. So it's just, you know how divisional games are. It's coming on Thursday.
Let us know. Let us know your whole team, bro.
Yeah.
Let us know who's on the whole team.
Who should he get or who should he trade?
Yeah, are you making the trade? It sounds like he's making the trade.
So who does he have?
I think he has Metcalf.
And he said for Darnell
Mooney, man, he's riding that Kirk Cousins train
Nah,
right
dude,
now.
you gotta think about.
I don't blame you though, man.
I don't blame you, but you gotta think about in the Seahawks offense, DK gonna get the touches. Like
He's probably not a fan of Geno.
I mean, he's not a fan of Geno, but you gotta think about the upside, target share. Like
He needs a running back.
okay,
All right, so he posted his team. So what should I work on? He has Rashad White, Brees Hall, Stroud, Jordan Love, Deontay Johnson, Malik Neighbors, Brian Thomas Jr., McBride, Kyle Pitts, Chase Brown, Tank Dell, Tony Pollard, and Metcalf. Okay. So you got a nice team, man. You got a lot of trade value.
who does he want? I mean, I
He
get off.
said he wants a running back, but he has Brees Hall and Rashad White, and he wants James Conner.
Oh, he wants a running back.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I think you could
I'll get up off Deontay to get Mooney.
Deontay.
He's got Deontay Johnson, right?
Yeah.
Mooney got more upside to him.
Yeah.
Like I'm just like outside of Drake London, that's who. Yeah, like. I mean, you could stick with Andy Dalton. It's just like it's not gonna be as consistent as.
Shit, I seen Bryce Young come in the game. They posted. I seen the clip on Twitter. He was like, Bryce Young comes into the game and immediately rolls out of the pocket, 3 guys in his face, and throws like a 30-yard dot. I think to Deontay Johnson.
I think I would try to pick up Mooney if I was him, because that was a good morale win for the team.
Oh yeah.
So
prime time
now everybody believes in Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
So
he's proven himself in prime
so
time.
now it's upside for Mooney and Kyle Pitts, because it was a passing scheme that day. It wasn't really much of Bijan, but
yeah.
you know what Bijan brings to the table.
Oh
right?
yeah.
So you don't gotta worry about him. But if you could get Mooney, I'll get Mooney if I can. He's literally their number 2 option. He's a slot receiver, so it's just like they put him in motion. Hey, he's a deep threat. Like you always
Motion, man.
Yeah, man. So it's just like I guess I could.
Yeah, we was just talking about James Conner, man. I mean, he's a workhorse. He's a slept-on workhorse. You know, he battled through some injuries, and now he's being a lot more consistent. I feel like Conner would be a good move. Those guys would look good on your roster. I mean, Metcalf is high value.
James Conner probably the most consistent. He's only had one game with 3 points, and that was week 3. Other than that, 19 points, 18 points, 14 points. So it's just like
but he ain't cracked 20 though.
He hasn't cracked 20.
We got Tank Bisbee, D Swift, Chuba Hubbard, Rico and Stevenson. They all are in the 20-point range this week. It's top running backs. Mooney, top receiver, and Garrett Wilson this week.
Oh yeah, they got a waiver. So I broke it down in categories. So
Yeah.
Tank for running backs this week. Tank Bigsby put up 25.
Right.
So I don't know what that necessarily means for ETN. It probably means they're going to start splitting target share. So ETN not going to probably get that much of a workload like he was in previous weeks.
Right.
So now they probably will split target share. So it'll just be, you could still start ETN, but Tanky Bigsby, if you have him, you could put him in the flex too. So it's just like now they got 2 backs that they're capable of operating with. And then DeAndre Swift, 19 points. Rico Dow, 18 points. this week. Kareem Hunt, 18. Ramondre Stevenson had 17. James Cook had 16. Derek, 16. Josh Jacobs, 15. Chuba, 15. And Kyron Williams, 15. Those were the top 10 for running backs. So I know it's a lot of people that have buys. If you do have Aaron Jones?
Yeah.
His status, I know he got injured in that London game. He battled
It's London games, man.
Little hip injury. Like, me personally, I don't like playing nobody in international games.
Yeah, man. I was like, you always know these.
Too
You
risky.
always call it, man. Someone get hurt, someone go crazy. But that game was good, man. Garrett Wilson, unbelievable amount of catches.
22 targets.
Absolutely unbelievable.
22 targets. So, because the Jets play Buffalo this week, so
Okay.
that should be interesting matchup. Because they fired the coach.
You're fired.
This morning, so it could either go two ways. The team could take this serious because they know someone close. Like, dang, coach, he really lost his job because of us. Like, we not doing our job. So the front office now, like, you ain't got the team ready. Like,
They can really turn up.
yeah. So they may come out to prove a point. Like, all right, we got our coach fired. We gonna ball out this week. Like. But at the same time, I don't see Josh Allen losing 3 weeks in a row. But that's just me. Like,
Yeah, 3 weeks in a row, man. Allen, you gotta figure it out,
yeah,
dog.
man, it's time to figure it out, bro. Like, but it should be a fight. It's gonna be a fight.
Man,
Because the Jets, they can actually take the division if they win. They have a little lead in the division.
Yeah, it's getting crazy out here, man. You gotta have some type of identity for your fantasy team at this point. 5 weeks in, these teams, they.
Only thing I could
figure it
say, only position I could say that's not consistent, that's week to week, that varies, is the tight end position.
Yeah.
Like, the tight end position is the hardest position to actually call, is because throughout all teams, some weeks they utilize tight ends in blocking schemes, and next weeks they want to pass to them.
Yeah.
So it's kind of tough calling tight end positions. Like, I know George Kittle, he came through with 20 points for me. So
Fire move.
yeah, man.
I had Dallas Goedert on a bye, so he's back this week. I have Sam Laporta on a bye. He's back this week.
But on the waiver wire, we didn't get to talk to y'all. We took a look, time, but Tucker Kraft, he was hot on the waiver wire last week.
Yeah.
He was the top of the week.
Yeah.
They had a primetime afternoon game, LA. He showed out, 4 receptions, 88 yards, 2 touchdowns. Finished the week for tight ends, finishing with 22 fantasy points.
You love it.
That's what you want from it. Look, if your tight end's giving you that, most likely you might win your matchup, because that's what I'm saying. If a tight end give you over 12 points, that's good right there.
Oh yeah.
If you
he's involved in the scheme. You gotta have players that's involved in the scheme. You want to have guys.
It's like it's hard to
getting
call.
volume.
Like Isaiah Likely had 2 touchdowns this week. Like,
Man,
it's just
like he's that guy. He's a 6'4", tall guy. The type of ball game they were in. You got to score. You got to get your best guys in position.
This all the way. 63 tight ends played this week. Okay.
You got to have your guys in position to score. And Likely, the way that he started the season, man, you would have thought, they would have, utilized him throughout the season, but
it's game.
They got weapons, man.
Situational. What about your kickers? Because kickers are putting up some nasty numbers this fantasy season, man.
Man, sorry, man. I got Aubrey, man. He's doing what he need to do. And then over here in the NFL,
he put up up 10 points this week. You know, I won my week. I started off strong because I had Young Ho. Cool.
So I just dropped my kicker because he on a bye this week. The Vikings. He came through with a solid little 8-piece.
Little 8-piece, huh? Okay.
And then Sam Darnold, man, he's the reason why I lost this week, guys. I lost by 2 points. Sam Darnold couldn't even give me a third down throw to Jordan Addison. It was terrible. Every time I looked up, it was JJ with the ball in his hands, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, every time.
You know, you want your fantasy guy. What you want? You want your fantasy team to get the W, or do you want to clear your prize pit slip? So sometimes it'd be like, man, which win y'all want right now? And seeing Jordan Addison and Sam Darnold not being able to connect, man, that killed my week.
I mean, y'all, I kind of figured that will go that way because they did play Sauce Gardner and Reed. So y'all gotta look. If y'all play the Jets, if it's any matchup with these two names, Patrick Surtain and Sauce Gardner, it's going to be hard for your wide receiver to get anything going, and especially against Patrick Surtain. The dude had a forced fumble, 2 interceptions, 1 interception. He house called for a 100-yard return for a touchdown. Yeah, that's one man. That's one man. One man's doing that, and Denver finished the week with like 17 points. That's one man that's doing that. Like,
sheesh.
So if you going against the Broncos, I would not start my receiver against Patrick Surtain. Like the best wide receivers, all their games have been negative against him. Mike Evans, like DK, like hey, it's not.
Man, you mean shut down Mike Evans?
Bro, yeah, he shut down Patrick Surtain, yeah.
Okay, so the Broncos, man, you know.
They got the number 2 ranked defense for fantasy right now. Number 2, Broncos.
Yeah, you know, what I've been finding, like, that's really helpful is knowing what type of defense you're going up against.
Oh, see, I didn't even see.
For the week, like your players, what type of defense are they facing?
Yes.
Like, is your defense? Are they getting a lot of sacks? Are they, are they having lockdown defenders on the number 1 guy? Are they a good run defense? Are they giving up, a lot of deep balls? Are they playing man coverage? You gotta, breaking it down to the nitty gritty is really gonna help you like figure out where you can get some production from. Because if you're just,
I mean, it's
if you're just going off names and how they went last week, then it's just like you gotta put in a little bit more time.
Unless that defense is really just they just got stars and studs the Giants got 5 sacks and a forced fumble.
Yeah, that forced fumble helped them win the game, didn't it?
Then obviously Aaron Rodgers had one of his worst games this season. He got 3 sacks, 3 interceptions.
Still had 2 touchdowns though.
3 interceptions.
Why we couldn't get that last week, Rodgers? They said he was out there crawling around like a Fortnite character needed to be revived.
Then the Commanders, that's what I'm saying. Deshaun Watson got sacked 7 times, guys. Don't start him. 7 times. Man. He led the week. He got sacked the most by any quarterback 7 times.
Man, you hate to see that. But
that's not what you want.
It is what it is. At the end of the day, it's like, what can you do? I jump off the ship. So I need a kicker right now, and I'm going up against a team that's trying to put together a team from the bye week because a lot of people got players on buys right now, and it's looking like Houston has the number 2 kicker right now. Kami Farbrain.
Yeah, we gonna go to the rankings.
So he's had 2 weeks with less than 10.
Y'all got the number. Y'all kicker's the number 1 kicker right now.
Of course.
You see
of course,
this guy?
man.
You see this guy? Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Aubrey, man, you had a whole little mini doc with Taylor Brooks, man.
We did.
Yeah.
But don't sleep on my boy P.F. Chang, Young Ho Koo. That boy he be knocking down them. He be knocking down them things down, man. Hey.
Yeah, they turned out there in Atlanta, man. Right now, they're going up.
Yeah, he hit a 140-yard field goal last week, 2 50-yard field goals. One of them was to even extend that game, so they needed that.
Yeah, if your kickers are drilling 60 yarders, bro.
50s.
Pick them up.
You want a kicker that's drilling 50s, man.
If we can drill 50, I'm picking them up. I'm picking up Houston's kicker right now.
Dodgers lost.
The Dodgers with the loss.
That's all right. We bounce back.
Let's bring it on home, man. Bounce back. Let's get it figured out. Because they went up against a pretty crazy game plan, right? We've seen Otani getting walked, intentionally getting walked, so
That's what happened when you nice.
they'll figure it out. They ain't going out in the first round, especially not to the California team.
Nah, it's gonna be the Yankees and the Dodgers. That's what they want. That's what the people want to see.
But what we want to see this week is how are these players going to perform this week, man? Who you got this week? Who are you going up against? Who are you afraid to go face up against this week? You know what I'm saying? Let us know, man. Because currently, right now, I was ranked number 2 in our 14-man NFL league, and now I dropped down all the way to 6 after losing by 2 points. It's crazy. ESPN league, I knocked out the number 1 guy. He was 4-0 coming into the week, and I gave him his first loss.
See, with this, it lets you know I moved up to 4th place. I still got a 78% chance to make the playoffs. So, doing good right now, man. I'm doing good. But who am I going up against this week? You know, I'm playing salt and pepper. Like, hey, man, shout out to women. It's actually a lot of women that's starting to play fantasy, man.
Shout out to y'all. Man. Shout out to all the ladies, man.
But that still don't mean I ain't gonna finesse you with some of these trades. So, like, you better be watching football. Like, yeah, I'll trade you a quarterback. I'll trade you a running back. Like that's my favorite player. Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's your favorite.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Where you go? You go to here. So who am I going up against this week?
But yeah, I like ESPN because they give you like power rankings for like your team.
Yeah, I'm ranked 6 right now.
I'm trending in the up direction right now. I just went up 4 slots. They have me ranked at number 10 with my team that I dropped it. Now I'm moved up to number 6.
Dang.
I'm in the second
I'm going up
seed.
against Kirk Cousins this week.
Okay.
Got 2 options. Is my 2 quarterbacks I rotate between CJ and Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray, CJ didn't do bad last week. Kyler Murray just put up more points, so I made the right call on that.
Yeah.
Which I was risky because I was like, they going up against the Niners. It's a division, but only reason why I picked Kyler Murray because Fred Warner was not playing.
Good
and
call.
that is like a major.
See, that's a heads up play.
Heads
up on the defense right there.
Yeah, he the heart of that defense. So that's why Kyler Murray was running like that to the end zone. No linebacker play.
Man, just getting loose on him, man.
And then, damn, I'm going up against Debo and Terry.
Okay. Yeah, Terry McLaren, man, he's trending right now. They finding the connection. But you know who else I like on the Commanders though, like that McCaffrey. You know, we not getting the main McCaffrey, so you know, hey, they want to keep the McCaffreys in the news, man. But We got Jason Ortiz over here talking about, will you trade Stevenson and one of these receivers? So we're gonna be trying to trade Stevenson and Cooper, Sutton, or Wandale Robinson for Brees Hall.
Would you trade Stevenson? Stevenson.
I think you don't panic.
Stevenson,
dog.
Stevenson and I would get off Wandale Robinson because Sutton is the only thing that Bo Nix really be throwing to like that.
Yeah, Robinson, he played for the Giants.
Look, I know Robinson had a hell of a week last week, but Malik Neighbors did not play. So Malik Neighbors will play this week. So
I hope you started Robinson, man, last week.
So like, I don't expect the same like targets this week when Malik Neighbors come back. Malik Neighbors, they gonna get one thing about the Giants, they gonna get him the ball. So
Yeah,
I don't want you.
you gotta get your
I
best
don't want
guy
you
on.
to like. That was a week to week thing with Rondell Robinson. He's more of like a flex option than actual. I'm gonna put him in my wide receiver to start. So like Stevenson and Wandell got to get Brees. Like
One.
Wandell been catching with Neighbors too.
Has he?
He has, but
Are you a Giants fan?
I mean,
Nah, look, Daniel Jones, he's playing a lot better than he was last year. There's a lot of, upside with those receivers that he has. If he can continue to, be confident in his throws, use his legs. I mean, I'm not saying that he's someone I would want to have, but I mean, he's showing a lot of potential. But Brees Hall, not really. Well, yeah, I wouldn't really be interested in Brees Hall and Stevenson. I mean, I think you should kind of hang on to him because they having a quarterback issue in New England. So I mean, what you do when you have a quarterback issue is you run the ball.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with Brees Hall. It's just I don't know. They offense over there. The Jets don't have an identity right now.
Yeah, they trying to figure it out, man.
They don't have an identity. They don't utilize any tight ends. We've seen that this week because Garrett Wilson had 22 targets, so they ain't utilizing.
Tyler Conklin, he was getting open. He has a nice target share.
And then everybody like Alan Lazard is another person that I would stay away from. It's just like, hey, if he catch a deep,
he gave me 13 points last week. They got some chemistry.
But it's week 5, so everybody's heating up. Like people are heating up now. Like just look at Brian Thomas Jr. He had 5 receptions for 122. Saved Jacksonville's day right there. Like
Yeah, Alan Lazard had 4 for 34 and a touchdown.
And then as long as Joe Flacco is throwing the rock, Josh Downs going.
So I got some news on Flacco. It's like they're not telling me anything for week 6. Anthony Richardson had an oblique injury.
Who they play? Let me see.
In week 5, Flacco looked like he still has plenty of gas left in the tank. Flacco is 40. He's doing way better than Aaron Rodgers.
That's how us Ravens produce.
They're saying that. Excuse me. They're saying that if Flacco gets another start for the Colts in week 6, he will struggle to keep posting prolific numbers against the Titans defense that's allowing the fewest passing yards per game.
Nobody worried about the Titans.
I mean, they're allowing the fewest passing yards. They're number 1 right there.
I'm gonna see. Let me see what they did last week. Who they played last week?
So right now they're waiting to see if Anthony Richardson's gonna be ruled out. What's going on, George? What's going on? Should you trade Mason for A-Chain? Look,
No.
A-Chain is no. A-Chain almost lost me my week, man. He's questionable. I think he went out with an ankle injury. But your under running backs are Barkley and Gibbs. You're 4-1.
You're good.
You good, man. You cruising, man. If you give away Mason, you're helping someone. I mean, if that's what you're trying to do, if you're trying to help someone keep the league competitive, do it. Go ahead. Because it sounds like you got it going.
You have a person that you could look. Christian McCaffrey not coming back, y'all. They keep sugarcoating this. He got ankle tendonitis in both ankles. Like he's not coming back. So he said he had Gibbs and Saquon. You could literally win your week with a 3 running back lineup if you slide Jordan Mason in the flex because he is their number 1 running back over there.
Yeah.
Like, so it's just like you got a running back that he's not. That's the guy right now. Like,
yeah.
Like they play against Seattle, so it's just like I don't know if you want to start him this week just because it's a division. They lost.
You don't want A-Chain right now.
The Dolphins is drowning in SeaWorld right now. They got they're drowning in SeaWorld, man. Nobody knows. We don't even know the update of Tua. Like probably come later in a couple weeks if they gonna be in tanking mode or they not. Like
yeah, you don't want to go for A-Chain.
You don't want anybody from Miami, honestly, right now.
But I will say I did just trade away Mason.
For who?
I absolutely did make the deal. I traded Mason away for Marvin Harrison.
Okay, but that's better though. like that's what I'm saying. Unless you want to help them out, you say you had Gibbs and Saquon, like.
Yeah, man. Then the Dolphins, they got a bye week this week. So I mean, I kind of see where you're going. A-Chain could probably heal up, but I wouldn't really be trying to take that risk right now. A-Chain, he's throughout the 5 weeks, he's had a nice workload, and he's probably just
I just feel like in the
going through
the
some,
situation
right
and
now.
the record that the Dolphins in, they gonna still try to be pass heavy, bro. Like
That's their best.
They got Tyreek, so it's just like they not gonna like when you run the ball, then you got a person like Tua that open up the play action, so the run game is there. But
we can't even talk about Tua because he's he ain't been here for 4 weeks.
Man, hurt. Man, it's cool. Let's get into the.
But yeah, the Dolphins though, bro. You don't want A-Chain. But yeah, this week I think I should take home some wins. Every time I leave Shaheed on the bench, it always comes back to bite me. So I left 20 on the bench, and I lost by 2 because I started JSN over Shaheed this week because I saw that my opponent was a little bit weak. So, that was my fault. I played down to their level, and I lost by 2 points.
Hey, I have Chris Olave, and he did nothing. So, and then Derek Carr, everybody got hurt. So I don't even know what is the passing upside over there for the Saints. Like I think they're gonna start the rookie they drafted, Spencer Rattler. So I don't know if I don't even want to start Chris Olave because y'all just throwing the boy in there week 6. So it's just like it's gonna be his first NFL game. But if you got Kamara, you good.
You good.
Like
you're not panicking.
You're not panicking, but like I know for my Chris Olave owners like me, like it was a dud. It was just like awful watching that Chiefs game. It's just like, man, he was just crickets. Like, like man. So let's get into these slates, man. Like these games of the week. So
that's good.
This should be primetime game. I don't know why the NFL don't want to put it on TV. First game of the week. You got my boys. We got Lamar versus baby Lamar Jr. So that's gonna be a good game, man.
You think so? You don't think y'all just not gonna run them over?
Nah, we gonna run them over. because they ain't played nobody. He haven't seen Derrick Henry, so we gonna run him over. But it's still good.
Who are y'all playing?
Who?
Who are y'all playing?
We're playing the Commanders, bro.
Oh.
We're playing the Commanders. Look, guys, Derrick Henry is a must start every week. It doesn't matter if your mama's in front of him, your grandma's in front of him. You just getting stiffed on, just like that, man. Like so, it's just the more touches he get, like he heats up. You know, I would say just for my team, the only two people I would start would be Lamar, Henry, and Zay Flowers. Outside of that, everybody is a question mark. Every week is a question mark. You don't know what Justice Hill is going to do. You don't know if they're going to implement Isaiah Likely. Like last week, they used a third and tight end. Charlie Kohler had a touchdown. That's what I'm saying. You don't know.
No one had him drafted.
Nobody had him drafted. Now, moving on to the Commander side, Terry McLaurin, start him. Who's the runner? Austin Eckler. He's like
back in my lineup.
He's a flex if you don't really have that good, running back
Eckler came through for me last week.
So it's just like
Sure.
And then what is it? Brian Thomas. I mean, who's the number one? I forget his name.
McLaren.
No, the running back for the Commanders.
Robinson.
Yeah, Robinson. So Robinson, Eckler, and Terry, JD. Those are the people you should be starting. I'm not gonna tell you to start McCaffrey because we gotta see a breakout game for the upside. All right.
I wouldn't be surprised if it would be this week.
No, he's not doing that. So I'm just saying that. Now we could go over to the Broncos and the Chargers. I would not start anybody for the Chargers. Nobody. Anybody he's passing the ball to. You know why we're not starting anyone?
Why?
Because they played the Denver Broncos.
Oh yeah, we just talked about those Broncos.
We just talked about the Broncos, and
it's a one-man show.
And it's not like Justin Herbert has a number one person he's throwing to every week. So whoever the number one is, it could be McConkey. Patrick Surtain gonna be on him. So J.K. Dobbins, that's who you probably want to start in that matchup. And then on the Broncos side, you got Bo Nix and Sutton. Those are the only two people that I'm comfortable. Like I would start in that matchup. But yeah, Denver's defense is balling. They got a white cornerback. Y'all hear that? A white cornerback, man.
He went crazy. He went pretty crazy.
Yeah, man. And then we go to the kickoff game of the week, which I know everybody has people that's playing Thursday. I know people don't really like to play anyone Thursday, but this Thursday is just too many players to just sit people in this bye week. So, like for the 49ers side, obviously Jordan Mason, the must start.
Yeah.
Brock Purdy start. George Kittle has been having a productive week. You could start him. Debo, I think he have a better week than he did last week. It's a divisional game, so they gonna utilize Debo.
Yeah.
Ayuk is gonna get it going. And then if you still have Jennings, I would not start him now that the offense. I would stash him, but the offense is, it's a lot of mouths to feed now. So, and then on the other side, we got Kenneth Walker. He's a start.
Yeah, Kenneth Walker almost lost me my week.
Zach Charbonnet, you could start him in a flex option if you really don't have good running back depth. He's going to split running back share with Kenneth Walker. Then for the wide receivers, DK, start him. JSN, you could put him in as a flex. Like, you could start him. It should be
a solid flex option.
So you should start that. Green. Okay. Like, for this next one, we got, it took him 6 weeks to get the car started, Goddamn Caleb Williams. But hey,
throwing the towel on him, man.
He's here, man. The Bears is here, he threw for 300. They go up against Jacksonville, so
Man,
Jacksonville ain't really looking too good. I mean, they needed that win last week because they would have went 0-5 if they didn't get that win. So that was a must win.
needed to win.
So, but this week, I feel like Caleb would. That was a confidence win. Like he feel like, okay, DJ Moore had a good week last week.
Yeah.
D Swift had a good week. So I feel like I would start the same people for the Bears you did last week, man. Like,
You started him this week.
huh?
You started him this week.
Who, Caleb?
Yeah.
I'm not. I have Joe Burrow. Not starting him this week.
Man. So we had a Hollywood trade go down in the league this week, man. We had to make some moves.
Tell me what happened. Tell me.
I had to make some moves, man.
Tell me what.
I had to make some moves, man. I ended up dropping Caleb. I needed to pick up a tight end. Caleb wasn't doing it for me, man. Thought no one had eyes on him. Thought nobody was paying attention, but man, I had to pick up Fryermuth. I had Goddard. He was on a bye, so I had some options available for trades, and someone was pretty desperate in our league, man. I don't know, man. They've been trying to get up on me all year with trades. Everyone's been trying to get up on me on trades, but man, I ended up securing Kyler Murray and Marvin Harrison for Jordan Mason that I got rid of, and Chris Olave is gone. Is now gone.
You dumped Olave?
He's gone.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that was a big trade. Everyone was surprised to see right there. But I think Kyler Murray, man, I don't gotta panic no more at the quarterback position. I had Sam Darnold this past week, and it didn't go too well. But now, Kyler Murray and Marvin Harrison has absolutely elevated my lineup, and I should go all the way. I feel like I should go all the way in this league now, sitting at the 6th seed. But it's still plenty of weeks left to make trades happen. Yeah, anything can happen, man.
Yeah, anything can happen.
Just like Derek Carr going down. Now, it looked like I was a Saints fan, but it was balling. So now Derek Carr is gonna be out for a couple weeks. We got Kamara at the number 1 running back, and Shaheed at the number 3 receiver right now. So
that's cool. That's cool.
we're gonna see if they can keep this up.
This 14-man league is
14-man
hectic,
league
bro.
is hectic right
It's
now.
hectic for me right now. Hectic. But I feel like I could make a little run though. Like Amari Cooper was sitting in the waiver wire, y'all. I know everybody want to be dumped off of. He's still getting the most targets over there. He had like 10 targets last week. But whenever Deshaun Watson don't get sacked, like that's what's hurting. Like, bro, we can't get a pass off because you always getting sacked. But hey, man, they'll figure it out. They'll figure it out over there.
Yeah.
They'll figure it out.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll get 5 wins.
Okay, so the matchup. I mean, since we're talking about the Browns, they play Philly that's coming off the bye. Now I don't know.
Sunday morning game too.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure Devontae Smith is playing. He did get that concussion.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't know if on AJ Brown's status. So I would just keep them in my lineup starting until an actual report comes out. You know how Philly is. Saquon's a must start. AJ's a must start. Devontae's a must start. Jalen's a must start. Guys, we talking about the Browns lost to the Giants. So just think about that. They just lost to the Giants. They just lost to the Giants. They got belted to you-know-what by the Commanders. So if you have anybody on Philly's offense, I wouldn't even be worried about the Browns like that. It's just like, hey, you seen what Terry did last week. A.J. Brown can have the same thing, same production. So for the opposite side, Philly's coming off of a bye week, so we don't know if they're going to be rusty, but I'll still start Amari Cooper. I only would start Amari Cooper and Jerry Jeudy over there. That's the only 2 people
Man.
I'm rocking with over there.
I'm only starting Jerry Judy if it's an emergency. Like if I ain't got nobody.
yeah, if you don't have anybody, Jerry Judy is like an emergency flex option, and then the running back is Jerome. They got Jerome Ford. Like he's out. I mean, if you don't have options, I guess you gotta go to Jerome Ford. But we moving on now.
Yeah.
Moving on to it was another dude that he balled. He balled till he fall on Thursday night. He's found a home in Tampa Bay. Mr. Baker Mayfield. They have a divisional game against
He's doing it this year.
The New Orleans Saints. That's what we just talked about. That it's a lot of upside for the Bucks. We start with them first. You got Chris Godwin, must start.
Yeah.
You got Otten. He has actually been getting the tight end,
right?
getting him involved. Otten is involved. Mike Evans, you already know, start him. So Baker Mayfield, you could start him, and then Rashad White, start him. So the opposing side, we don't do. This is a question mark week for the Saints. Everybody got to see how they look with a quarterback, a new quarterback. Now that Derek Carr has went down, so
yeah, it's a divisional game.
It's a divisional game. It's a divisional game. His first game is a divisional opponent, so
yeah,
they gonna ride on.
I'm looking for the Saints to really run that rock. Start to look like the Dolphins a little bit. Some jet sweeps and reverses. Get their speedy guys, Kamara and Shaheed, in some open space. And man, try to really figure out how they can, keep the ball out of Baker Mayfield's hands.
Keep the ball out of Baker Mayfield. So it's just like, okay, the next game to me is the second best game of the week because we got two talented quarterbacks going at it. You already know the sound. You got K1 versus Jordan Love. That should be an interesting matchup. You got Jordan Love. We start with the Packers. Ever since he came back, Jaden Reed's production has spiked.
Yeah.
Okay, Jaden Reed's a must start. Kraft, after the week he had, they're going to probably implement him in the offense more. So you could start. I know that tight ends is wishy-washy. It's wishy-washy.
Yeah.
So if your tight end if you rolling with two tight ends and one tight end is playing a defense that is going to be tough to score on, and the Cardinals don't have the best defense. That's why I feel like Tyler Kraft can still get off over there. And then Josh Jacobs is a start. And then outside of that, Wicks. No, Wicks did not have a week that everybody wanted him to have.
Nobody else other than Reed and Kraft.
But that's how it is on the Cardinals. Don't start Michael Wilson and Dortch. It's just Marvin, Connor, Kyler Murray,
and McBride.
McBride. Then it's the Colts. This is where it gets tricky. The Colts and the Titans. If Anthony Richardson is playing, we already know what the story looks like. If Joe Flacco is playing, it's upside for everybody in the offense. I don't know if Jonathan Taylor is playing, but what was the running back
for who?
That Colts?
Joe Flacco.
No, the running back, because Jonathan Taylor didn't play.
What is his name? I didn't get him. But yeah, I just have to drop Derek Carr right now. Absolutely.
Oh, Trey Sermon.
Yeah, Sherman, yes.
Yeah, he had one rushing touchdown last week, 25 reception yards, and 38 rushing. I mean, that's good. That's good upside.
You should be on your waiver wire request. Get him in now. I got Tank Bigsby in as well. Who else? Maybe Jamal Williams might, get a little bit more active because, the the quarterback situation. He only had 2 carries last week, but yeah, we might want to stay away.
And then the next game is the Texans and the Patriots. So the Texans, I know Nico Collins is battling a little hamstring injury. I don't know. It's
Texans look great.
Game time decision, but if
they look okay without Nico.
If Nico don't play, you already know that's a more upside for Stephon Diggs. Tank Dell will probably have his best game since if Nico doesn't play. But Tank Dell is, he's a flex if you want. I mean, he's the third option over there. And I don't know if, what's her name, Joe Mixon is going to come back. So Cam Akers might still. And then for the Patriots, don't start anybody. Don't start anybody over there, okay?
If you're a Drake May fan, I know you're hyped.
Suck.
But
Suck. Don't start anyone over the Patriots.
watch out. Watch out.
Nah, man. Like, and then we get to the flip phone offense over there. Yeah, y'all said who I'm talking about. Yeah, they got a flip phone offense. Because they're a flip phone organization. I don't know if the phone ringing for the Steelers. I don't know who they going to start this week because the way Mike Tomlin is so iffy, a lot of reports saying that Russell might get the start this week because the offense is stagnant.
It looks like they're going downhill now.
Yeah, the offense
is losing momentum.
The offense is stagnant, but at the same time, they play the Raiders.
Okay. It's gonna be
and don't everybody like the Raiders just beat the Raiders. The Raiders are not the same team they were 3 weeks ago. Because I'll tell you this: Devontae ain't playing this week.
Yeah.
So Devontae, he's not playing this week. So it's just like for the Steelers, I feel like I guess George Pickens is the only person you would want to start over there because even the running back.
Oh man, Jordan Lewis said he's not that guy.
He's not that guy. I mean, it's a messy situation over there. Like the running back room is messy, the quarterback room is messy. In this matchup, the only people I'm really starting would probably be Brock Bowers.
Yeah, absolutely.
Brock Bowers is a must start. So
and that's who I'm going up against this week.
With Brock Bowers.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, then we get to the Falcons and the Panthers now. Like y'all, this should be another big game for the Falcons, man.
Oh, that's next week actually. I'm not going. I'm good this week.
Like the Falcons, Kirk Cousins. Yeah. I'm just saying, y'all seen the man throw for 500 on a random Thursday night.
Look out.
500. Drake London had 156. Start him. Kyle Pitts had probably the best game. Start him. Bijan, start him. Mooney, start him.
Must start.
And then the Panthers, the only people you really want to start over there, if you got Deontay Johnson or Chuba, that's about it.
Or that
Mingo?
Not Mingo. His name starts with an X. Let me see.
Oh, Xavier Leggett?
Yes, sir.
Xavier Leggett, yeah. And then then his team play. That's another good game against Detroit.
It's gonna be a tough one, man. Remember last year we kind of held them, but
Detroit. You got Goff. He's a start. Ahmad St. Brown start. Williams start. Montgomery start. Laporta, you can start him. Gibbs, you can start him.
So yeah, Dallas defense is banged up right now, and they're gonna have a lot of success against us.
Only people in Dallas, I probably would start Dak, CD, and Tolbert. That's probably about
Ferguson.
Oh yeah, Ferguson. I don't know. Would you advise people to start Rico?
I mean, yeah.
Because a lot of people actually have Rico.
You keep Rico in your starting lineup, man. We gotta run the ball. We gotta get the run game involved, and the Cowboys are a team that's been struggling trying to run the ball. We've been getting the ball ran on us a lot, and we just gotta fight back. So we keep Rico in that lineup. Dallas is gonna try to hold on to the ball because Detroit has a lot of weapons that they can use. So I'm looking for Dallas to control time of possession this week. But I mean, we still gotta show up and play defense. So
I mean, yeah, running. One thing about Detroit, they know that Dallas's defense is banged up. So if you have Montgomery or Gibbs, they're gonna try. Yeah, must start. They're definitely gonna try to run.
Yeah, I think they go over on rush attempts as well. That's another thing we can look at next.
And then this 2 games left on the slate. We have obviously the Cincinnati Bengals I don't know what's happening with them. They're not eating their frosted flakes, y'all. That's why they keep losing. But they'll probably get a win this week. They play the Giants. Jamar Chase did. He was torching my secondary. So I already know he gonna have another big day against the Giants. And T Higgins, they gonna have a big day, man. They in a hole. I don't expect them to go 1-5. T Higgins, it's a lot of upside. They ain't
showing
win.
up.
They
finally showing up.
If they don't win their next two games, their next two games is their season for real. Like they already 1-4. You don't want that 1-4 to turn into 1-6. So I expect the same thing from Joe Burrow. Air it out. It's like this is gonna be. They gotta handle business. Like they're a better team than the Giants.
I will look at the pass attempts for Joe Burrow going over as well.
And then the last game on the Monday night slate, we got the 40-year-old man versus Josh Allen. So how you think that Monday night matchup gonna go? That's prime time Aaron versus prime time Josh. I think since that's the only game of the week, Josh Allen actually performs better when he's the only game on.
He's a prime time player. Yeah,
prime time player. I think the Bills have a bounce back week. I'm pretty sure Shakur should be back.
Yeah, Buffalo, man. I'm not panicking on them right now. I'm not, saying they're not a playoff team.
I got Dalton Kincaid. He'll heat up. It's just last week was just bad. He threw the ball 30 times, only 9 completions. Like the Texans, they was on him. They was on everything. Like they was on everything, man.
Yeah, for those of y'all tuning in to the stream right now, welcome in. We the Fantasy Twins. We go live weekly. We just had a bye week last week, and it was the perfect time to come back in and talk about the bye week because we know y'all got a lot of players that's not going to be available. So hit the like, subscribe, share the content, and make sure you follow us on the socials. But getting into the my matchups for this week, I got a big one. I'm going up against some firepower in my ESPN league. NFL league, I'm not really too worried about. I'm going up against CJ Stroud, Cam Akers, Brian Robinson from Washington. They got Nico and they line up as questionable. Michael Pittman had a touchdown. And I don't know, I think it should be good over here, really, because I got Zay Flowers back in the lineup. Sam Laporta's coming off a bye. CeeDee Lamb's coming off a mediocre game. He usually explodes after a mediocre game. Austin Eckler was showing me some a lot of upside. I had A-Chain go down, so I gotta find another running back. But for right now, I got Justice Hill, which we were just talking about. Is not really a viable option to have as a starter. So I gotta really hit the waiver wire right now. So hopefully Tank Bigsby can come through for me on the waiver wire, and that'll be an absolute blessing. I gotta find another quarterback in my ESPN league.
Yeah, I gotta do the same. One of the ESPN leagues, I'm going up against Jaden Daniels.
Man. So
I might pick up Jared Goff.
I mean, that's not a bad move.
Yeah.
That is not a bad move.
Yeah, man. If you're in a 10-man, you have options available. I know you have options available. You're in a 10-man PPR lead. It's these 14-man leads that ain't don't be nobody really on the waiver wire but bums. Literally, don't be Daniel Jones is available in all of my leagues, but who really wants him? Nobody. You got Will Levis. Nobody's
I think I might. Well, he's going up against Cincinnati. I might have to roll the dice on Daniel Jones this week.
Bro, do not play, bro.
My only option.
And ESPN's available.
Will Levis, Drake May.
I will go.
I'm not starting Drake May against Houston's defense.
Get Andy Dalton.
Andy Dalton against Atlanta. Man, you know, it's tough right now for me, man. I don't know. Might have to just rock with Daniel Jones.
And remember, y'all remember.
I'm rocking with Daniel Jones this week, man. Off the waiver.
Do you rock with? That's you rocking with him?
I can't, you know, let him just sit there on the waivers, and then I have no quarterback to start because Flacco is like, you know,
that's his game.
I'll stand by until, you know, they figure out how Andy Richardson is doing. So yeah, I am in fight or flight mode here. I'm gonna have to trade away like Allen Lazard and maybe A-Chain and fire move for a running back.
This is gonna be my first week with no Justin Jefferson. Oh. We got any questions coming in?
Nah.
Okay.
Nah. But yeah, man, y'all gotta get these line. We gotta get these waivers in line. Gotta get these waivers in line because man, it's tough. It's really ugly for me over here. I know no one would help me out in my ESPN league because I'll be all over the waivers. Tank Bisbee, I need over here. And I need Daniel Jones to show up. That's a lot. That's asking a lot, but it is what it is.
All right, so just head to head, just off, you know, your football knowledge for Thursday night. Who do you see winning that game? Just who do you see?
Thursday,
we got the Seattle 49ers. Seattle's at home.
Man, this Thursday, man, I feel like the 49ers, they get their momentum back. They've been losing some close games lately. And, yeah, I got the 49ers just, straight up money line.
Okay. And then what about Caleb? Caleb he gonna have 2 weeks? Cause I know he won Rookie of the Year, man. He's seen what Jaden Daniels is doing. That's why he had to turn him up. He had to turn him up.
Yeah.
He had to turn him up. Cause I don't even know if Keenan I don't know what's up with Keenan.
I think the Bears, they stay rolling. They find momentum. DJ Moore and Kev Williams, started finally building,
all right,
some trust with each other, and I didn't want to wait on that trust. So,
all right,
Bears.
The Bears win. Yeah, I don't like the Jaguars, so I'm gonna take the Bears. So,
but I wouldn't sleep on the Jacksonville, man. They coming off of a great first win, so they're gonna do anything they can to keep Caleb Williams off the field. Just like I was just talking about how Dallas is gonna try to do with Detroit. So I might take the under on the points. Safer bet.
Then this Tampa, I have the Bucks winning because it doesn't matter who's quarterbacking. Tampa Bay has a better quarterback in this matchup, so
yeah,
I got Tampa Bay winning that one.
Tampa Bay can do it.
Okay, and then obviously we got the Commanders and the Ravens. Everybody has to get their humble whooping. Can't be glitter and pinatas all the time. So he does catch his L against a person they do compare him to a little bit. So we got the Ravens coming out that. We're not losing at home, man. That's a big game for the DMV. Washington and Baltimore. That's
right. This is the game we were talking. I was telling you about. We need to get to. Oh man.
And Sunday 10:00 game.
Dang.
So I got the
That's week 5.
Week
That's
5.
Week 6.
Yeah, I mean week 6. Then we got the Cardinals and the Packers. That could go either way. I'm never gonna count Kyler Murray out, so it's just like, it could go.
You really can't. But the way that he got shut down by Washington was, I don't know. And right now I'm kind of on the edge if I want to start Green Bay's defense again against K1. But I think I'm gonna just hold out because I don't want to drop another another player just impulsively.
The thing about the Packers is they do give up a lot of yards, but they have had an interception like in every game this season.
The Packers?
Yeah. That's what's keeping them, like, they give up yards, but they getting takeaways.
That's good to know.
Like, yeah, you could just live, like, they getting takeaways, so, like, they have INTs, like.
Yeah.
And then the Colts, obviously the Colts, I don't trust anything that Will Levis is throwing. So, the Colts in the Tennessee. Then Texans, Patriots, obviously everybody knows I don't expect C.J. Stroud to lose to no Drake May. But
straight up lock.
then the Browns and the Eagles. Philly should win.
Philly should absolutely run them over.
Yeah, Philly should win. So yeah, I'm gonna just go with Philly. The Broncos and Chargers. That's gonna be a low. I don't even know. That game's gonna come down to defense and busted plays. So whoever has a busted play in coverage, that's who's going to. But I kind of am going to lean towards the Broncos to win that because they get takeaways, so they put Bo Nix in better field position to score. And then the Steelers and the Raiders.
There's some good matchups this week. This is like a safe betting week.
Why would they? They got the Steelers and the Raiders at the 1 o'clock slot. I don't know why.
I mean, the fan base.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I don't know if Russell's gonna play or Jackson's gonna play, but I know Max Crosby's gonna be out there. I don't know if y'all seen the clip. He said they don't know what the blink you doing. Like, hurry up.
Yeah. Big game too. Yeah, that game is crazy.
Like, yeah, man. Then the Falcons should beat the Panthers easily. And then that Lions and Cowboys game. The Cowboys are always gonna make a game close. That's gonna be tough. It doesn't matter. Like, the Cowboys are always gonna keep the game close.
Yeah, they got to.
Then we got the the Bengals, Giants. The Bengals should beat the Giants, and then Josh Allen versus Aaron Rodgers. Like, you got the young gun versus the old head. So, division matchup. I mean, the Bills. I got the Bills winning. I just don't see them losing 3 weeks in a row. Like, this is why they got him on prime time. This is exactly. He's 2 weeks he done lost in a row. Redemption Monday. Now it's back. Like, the Jets, they got an intern coach, so we gonna see how that actually plays a big factor into going into the game,
Yeah.
So hey, like, stuff just falling over, man. So it was the game.
Yeah, I like these matchups right now. I would absolutely, get those accounts loaded up.
I mean, the three games that probably everybody's going over: the Texans, Falcons, Bengals. Like, you got Kirk versus the Panthers. You got Joe Burrow versus head-to-head matchup against Daniel Jones and the Giants, and then you got C.J. Stroud versus a rookie that ain't took his first NFL snap yet. Yeah. So they gonna send packages that Drake May he ain't never seen before. That's why the Patriots won't win.
You look for him to get sacked a couple of times, under on the passing.
Matter of fact, like, if you want to go ahead and pick up the Texans defense,
absolutely
you
must
could.
start.
Like, you must start them. Like, they finna go up against a rookie quarterback, his first NFL game. Like, I wouldn't want to play the Texans defense with Will Anderson Jr. coming off the edge. So, like, that's the game to stay away from. Probably the Steelers, Raiders.
Absolutely.
I feel like those games are going to be field goal games. So if you got Boswell, like, hey, you might have a hell of a week.
Chargers, Broncos, stay away.
Chargers, Broncos, stay away. Tennessee, Colts, stay away from that one too. Like, other than that, like, yeah, man, like, Trevor Lawrence and Caleb, they should go at it. Like, Trevor Lawrence, he throws the ball a lot, but like, yeah, man.
But yeah, man, I think this week is gonna be, you know, a good week for the fans.
Good
week for the fans. It's not gonna be good for Vegas. I think Vegas is gonna get slammed this week.
And it's crazy because it really dictates how, like, last week Thursday night kicked off a hell of a week to start it off, man.
Oh yeah, man.
Like,
I know everyone ate good.
So
I personally sat out on that game. I was like,
I
I'm gonna sit out on that one.
Yeah,
and that was a silly choice.
I don't think. I think we could get two back-to-back good Thursday night games between Brock Purdy and Geno. So it's just like, hey man,
I don't really ever look forward to the Seattle playing. To be honest.
I mean, Geno be throwing the ball though, like he threw the ball a lot against Detroit. Like,
I feel like they're probably the only team that I haven't watched this year. Like, sat down and watched. Maybe.
But at the same time, it's just they got
a cool fan base.
Both teams is banged up.
Yeah.
So I don't know if Fred is playing. I know some people on the D line for Seattle is banged up. But at the same time, that's just whoever could stop the run really gonna win the game because Kenneth Walker could really explode.
Yeah.
Same for Jordan Mason.
He went crazy.
So it's just like
he definitely went crazy last week.
Like, that's that Thursday night football. But hey, you going to Seattle, man. Like, we'll see though. 48 hours away till week 6 kicks off, man.
Let's get it, man. Well, hope y'all, you know, tune in, took some notes, and you know, just go off our experience, man. Go off of our lessons that we, you know, learned from the previous weeks. You know, we're going over here doing some research
man.
For some waiver wires,
and
then the top defenses. You know, just look out, man, because we going into week 6 now, and if you know you're struggling, don't throw in the towel just yet, man. You got 2 more weeks to figure it out if you're gonna make a playoff run or you're just gonna be a fan.
The Cowboys 3-2. The Ravens 3-game winning streak. Everybody was panicking for nothing. We just had to let the beast loose, and so we good, man. It's gonna be good matchups. You know, each week gets better, more competitive. More people get engaged in the games, and the star players are they in season form.
Yeah.
So it's just like I'm expecting to see a lot of touchdowns this week because
it's a lot more touchdowns.
It's like 3 games that I know that could be potential blowouts. So like yeah, man.
But yeah, man. Shout out to y'all for tuning in, man. This is gonna conclude week 6, and hopefully y'all got some good luck, get some wins. Get those right lineups in, and make sure you tune in throughout the week. Fantasy Twins Pod on Instagram,
Yup.
TikTok.